Greetings, here, bringing you a celebratory installment of Disney Debates, Disneyland Edition. In honor of the park's platinum anniversary, we are having our two resident theme park snobs battle over the following topics. Best opening day attraction, which Walt-era attraction would be devastating to remove, and best dark ride. So grab your autograph book, your tickets, and your imagination as we head on down to the arena. In this corner, a man who's not afraid to let out his wild side, but wishes there were more animals in California's theme parks. It's PerGron.
Hello. Happy to be back. It's been a minute.
All right. And in the opposing corner, okay. Sorry, folks, the orders are getting mixed up. But and in the opposing corner, the frequent patron of a tropical tiki bar, it's Tiki himself.
To all who come to witness this verbal smackdown of PerGron, welcome.
That's a little presumptuous, Tiki. Oh man.
Sorry, I have no idea what's going on with the title.
This is why I asked.
I had it set up before we went live, Dragons.
I didn't think it was, but you said it was fine, so I took your word for it.
It was, trust me, but StreamYard messed it up.
Goddamn StreamYard.
But sorry about that, folks, but everything is in order now. So, and joining me, as you may have noticed, is Rohit Dar and Blue Dragon 5 on the judges panel. How's everybody doing tonight?
I'm doing quite well. I'm excited for this one. It's not often that So You Want to Be an Imagineer actually gets to talk about the parks.
Yeah, I can imagine. PerGron?
Yeah, I'm getting over an illness, but the energy should be mostly, 85% back. So I'm excited to be here.
I was so worried you were gonna have to drop, dude. That would have thrown off everything.
No, as long as you're cool with a couple cough breaks here and there, we should be fine.
We have from about 8 o'clock. We have Jay just saying hi. Mm-hmm. So hi.
Welcome, Jay. Happy to have you.
Hope he's been waiting here since 8 o'clock.
LEB says hi or hello as well. LEB also says, could it be the People's Champ, PerGron?
The only thing I've been a champ of recently.
And Kogi has like, since LEB is rooting for PerGron to win, I'm rooting for Tiki to win. That way, both contestants have a fan cheering them on.
Nice.
All right. So
I knew those T-shirts would come in handy.
All right. So both of you are ready. So both of you have fans ready. So don't let them down. We're the rabid fans hollering in the stands.
Yeah, look, the only mouth guy from Avatar.
Oh my god.
All right. And so, how about we go over the rules? I'll try and keep this as brief as possible. There are three main rounds. The way they work is that the players will reveal what they have chosen for the respective question. They will then give the opening statement explaining why their pick is the best. After both have gone, it'll be time to fight each other with their words. Now, once I've heard enough, Dragon will bring in his little friend, R2-D2, who, if you remember, has made a miraculous recovery, because last time he was dead.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad.
It's like the end of A New Hope. He got shot, but he's fine. He'll be fine. C-3PO, don't worry. He's going to be okay. He's a droid. He'll be fine.
R2, so, yep, as you remember, last time we had to switch to a gong, but now R2's fine. So, and that'll be your cue to stop talking. At that point, us three panelists will deliberate, and the one with the most points will win the round. And at the end of the main rounds, we'll break out the Disneyland dime.
Ooh.
If the coin lands heads, you'll add a point to your round.
It's symbolic for the greed of the Disney Corporation.
Thank you for spelling that out, Dragon.
Well, and since it's an optional coin, it will not. You can pass it on. You can pass it on to your opponent. Both will. What I mean is both will be both. Both contestants will have the option to flip the coin. If you land heads, you win a point. If you have tails, you will lose a point. In addition, there's a penalty phrase in effect. It could be a phrase, name, or even a single word. I'm warning you.
There's a lot of ones that you guys could throw at you.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, but from this point on, anything you say could spell doom. And I have a wheel ready to dole out punishment.
Okay.
So you guys better be careful. Dragon, I associate here, will keep an ear out for it. Right, Dragon?
Get 2 mouse ears out for it, yeah.
Oh yeah. And they're extra sensitive today.
Oh yeah.
So feel free to feel as much dread and suspense as you want. It's good for the drama. After the main rounds are done, we will go to the speed round, where even those in the studio audience can submit questions of their own. And be sure to stick around, because if your question is chosen, you have the opportunity to judge. Don't you feel special? First contestant with 5 points will take the crown, and we come the crowning theme park expert. Do you understand these rules?
Yes, I
Si,
do.
senor.
PerGron?
Yes, I do.
Alrighty then, let's do the randomizer. Alright, as you can see, I have listed them alphabetically with PerGron on top, then Tiki. If I could randomize, the one on top will go first. Nothing changed because PerGron's going first.
All right.
Alright, so that means for the first 3 rounds, PerGron, you will be going first. Tiki will offer that, then after that point, it's a free-for-all. Alright?
Sounds good to me.
So that brings us to question numero uno. What was the best opening day Disneyland attraction?
I went with the Jungle Cruise.
I went with Peter Pan's Flight.
All right. PerGron, opening statement.
Yeah, I mean, there's few attractions that scream Disneyland more than the Jungle Cruise, and when you really look at like opening day attractions especially, there's even fewer, because there was no Pirates, there was no Haunted Mansion, there was no Space Mountain. So Jungle Cruise is that's the big boy. It's the one, it's him. It is still a beloved attraction to this day, but also it's one of the few boat attractions, one of the very few attractions where a cast member is there with you. It was pre true audio Imagineering or audio animatronic revolution at the big event. But you still get all these really impressive animatronics, and it's one of those attractions that manages to stay relevant. I mean, it just got a not very good movie, but it just got a movie. It's something that people still love to this day, and I think it has stood the test of time, and also just stands out as a really special and unique attraction from opening day that I think a lot of people would have been really excited to get on.
Tiki?
All right, so for me, I can agree that the Jungle Cruise was probably the biggest e-ticket on opening day. It was probably the thing in the opening lineup that got the most coverage on the Disneyland TV show before opening. But my argument for Peter Pan's Flight is that I truly think that Peter Pan's Flight was the most innovative attraction on opening day. And that ride vehicle, the suspended dark ride model, it really set a precedent for Imagineering and what Imagineering was capable of. Like, we had seen boat rides before. I will admit, Jungle Cruise absolutely blows other boat rides at other parks out of the water, sure. But we had never seen anything like Peter Pan's Flight. And while it is true that the Jungle Cruise has stood the test of time, everybody rope drops Peter Pan's Flight. You don't see anybody rope dropping the Jungle Cruise, my friend. And also, I will argue that the Jungle Cruise's true identity really didn't come around until like the 60s when Mark Davis put, the gags in there. It really took a while for Jungle Cruise to come into fruition. Whereas Peter Pan's Flight, the magic of that attraction, yeah, it's got a couple refurbishments over the years for sure. It's got a couple upgrades, but the magic of that attraction was like fully packaged and formed and ready to go from opening day. So I think Peter Pan's Flight is the most timeless attraction from that opening day lineup.
All right. Duke it out.
Yeah, so I just want to rebut that last little bit because you know what was shockingly missing from Peter Pan's Flight on opening day? Peter Pan was shockingly missing from Peter Pan's Flight. There was no sign of him. He was not there. And I understand that like the idea was you are supposed to be Peter Pan and you're like filling that role. But I can't in good conscience say that like as an opening day attraction, the Peter Pan ride where Peter Pan is not present in the ride beats a really impressive boat ride with some.
What was missing on opening day from Jungle Cruise?
What's that?
At least half of the trees that are there now. A good chunk of the iconic set pieces, the elephant bathing pool, the trap safari, I believe the hippo lagoon wasn't there. Like, so many pieces of the Jungle Cruise were not in place yet on opening day. Peter Pan's Flight, yeah, you don't have a de facto Peter Pan animatronic, sure, but you still have that flight over London. You still have flying over Neverland. You still have going over the pirate ship. Every ingredient of that attraction is still there, and you're right. That is what the thing was with the opening day Fantasyland Dark rides, was you were in the position of the characters. And honestly, even then, like Mr. Toad, you don't really see much of Mr. Toad even today. I do think it's a formula like that can work.
I think Mr. Toad's more of an excusable one where, nobody knows that movie. Where Peter Pan is such an iconic character, such an iconic movie. Now, sorry.
You're good.
While plants take a while to grow. I'll give you that. Yeah, Jungle Cruise probably feels more lush today than it did. And yes, the Mark Davis gags added to it. I think on the opening day, people were going in, and this was still a really novel and unique experience to be able to go through and see animatronic animals. That's not something like it's something we take for granted now. Yeah, and most people are not rope dropping Jungle Cruise, though it does get pretty hefty lines. But it's something that, yes, it has been refurbished and refreshed, but so hasn't Peter Pan. Peter Pan has definitely been refurbished and refreshed over time as well, and it's by and large
the same experience that it was back in the 50s, just refreshed.
I'd argue Jungle Cruise still
Jungle Cruise really didn't come into its own, and like until the 60s, until those Mark Davis gags, the skippers weren't even telling jokes in the first few years.
I don't think it needed to, though, because at that time, Adventureland was based around the True Life Adventure series. It was supposed to be a straight talk, like, take on a jungle adventure, a lot like those movies, a lot like Jungle Adventures at the time, like the African Queen that the ride was very much based upon. And I think for a 1950s audience, that was impressive enough. It was something that maybe today we would not go on that and be like, we have Kilimanjaro safaris. I can go see the real thing at.
Honestly, today I kind of wish Jungle Cruise was more serious because, like, the jokes get old, man.
I don't know. I like a dad.
You have to have a good skipper. You have to have a good skipper.
Yes,
but I need to correct you on something, though, PerGron. I need to correct you on something. All right.
Okay.
I think you know what I'm going to say.
Do I? I'm not sure. Possibly.
Opening day, those animatronics were not audio animatronics.
No, they were. I said the animatronics. Did I say audio? I meant animatronics.
You did say audio animatronics. Yes.
I said audio animatronics in that they didn't have them. This was before it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I misheard you. Okay,
yeah,
my
like
bad.
these.
You
these
get
are
that
an-
point. I'm sorry. Scratch that out.
That's okay. Yeah,
I
like
wasn't
these
down
were
on you for that. I'm
animatronics.
like, haha, the first audio animatronics were Tiki Room, you
Yes.
fucking idiot.
No, yeah, I meant audio animatronic. Like this was pre-audio animatronics.
Right.
But it's still like, I mean, I think it's impressive that they had animatronics at all, especially in the water. That's
Mhm.
really impressive that they had that. It's really impressive that they had outdoor animatronics. Like this was a time, 1955. This was way before, audio animatronics. This was way before any kind of attraction like that. I think while I can agree that Jungle Cruise has only been plussed up over time, it's never been taken down. I don't think it started at a level that was disappointing. I think it still was the highlight of Disneyland on opening day. Like if
But
was
I will still double down though. I will still double down on the fact that like if we didn't have that ride system, that suspended monorail dark ride system in Peter Pan's Flight, that was the start. That was the revolution. That kicked the door open for stuff like the Omnimovers and everything, all the innovative ride vehicles that Bob Gurr would design, all the innovative stuff that they're doing now with ride vehicles. Everything in the theme park industry starts with those damn suspended pirate ships. I mean, it was such a... Like I said, I can fully admit that Jungle Cruise is probably the more ambitious ride from opening day. If you look at it like acreage wise, it probably takes up like a good fifth of that park on opening day. Like it's a huge ride. I'll admit that, but sheer innovation, and it's timeless. It's just absolutely timeless. It's been cloned all over the world. There's Disney resorts that don't have a Jungle Cruise, as far as I know. And someone please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm willing to admit if I'm wrong on this, but as far as I know, I don't think there's a castle park that does not have a Peter Pan. Like I said, I could be wrong about that, but
I think
I know for a fact that there's castle parks that don't have Jungle Cruise.
I think the Peter Pan thing stems more from it being a popular character than it being like a really beloved attraction style, though.
You see,
Like,
I disagree with that because I honestly like. How many people today are showing their kids the original Peter Pan movie, especially because there are some dated elements? Like, it is a classic movie for sure. It's a popular movie. But honestly, I think just because of some of the more problematic elements of that original Peter Pan movie, I honestly think the ride has just as much of a place in pop culture as the movie does. I think the ride, like, I would like to think that a good chunk of kids get their first exposure to that character through the ride, not through the movie.
I think Jungle Cruise, where it really thrives in that, yes, it was the biggest e-ticket, and I think that's probably, it's probably a little lazy of me picking the e-ticket, except that I truly believe Jungle Cruise was and is a hallmark of Disneyland. It's something that I don't think the park could exist without. It's a massive undertaking. It's something that just equal technologically to Peter Pan, in that it has the animatronics where Peter Pan has that ride system. And I think that honestly the animatronic animals in Jungle Cruise probably led a lot more towards audio animatronic development than any other attraction at the parks. I think that we probably wouldn't have Tiki Room and stuff like that if Jungle Cruise was not as big a success as it is. But even like going beyond Legacy, because I do think Legacy has a role in it. But even going beyond Legacy, if we were in Disneyland opening day, I think that the wonder of having this acres large jungle boat ride with these amazing robots that you've never seen before. This is the future come to pass, like right here in front of you. You feel like you're in the jungle looking at these very realistic animals, kind of in the same way that the people watching like King Kong probably felt in the theaters. This is like the first time you've ever seen this. And I think that would be a really amazing experience. And yeah, flying over London, I think, is probably really impressive as well. But when you think about how long
I think
Jungle
another
Cruise
factor
is,
that you have to consider with Peter Pan is that there was a mystery to what Peter Pan was. I kind of equate Peter Pan to basically like if we're comparing Epic Universe attractions, like if we're comparing compare and contrast. Like I would say like Jungle Cruise is like Monsters Unchained, where it's like you pretty much know the ride system, you know what you're gonna get. It's big, it's ambitious, but I feel like Peter Pan is like Battle at the Ministry, where it's like I've seen ride video of Battle at the Ministry, but I don't know how that ride feels, and there's just such a curiosity there. So it's like I feel like on opening day, like I said, there were like straight up like TV specials like dedicated to the Jungle Cruise. Peter Pan was like the mystery box. Peter Pan was like you did not know what you were going to get. And I really feel like on opening day, like, yeah, you might flock to Peter Pan, but people stayed for, or I'm sorry, you might flock to Jungle Cruise, but people stayed for Peter Pan. And I think that mystery box element, I think the fact that it is such a big reveal, such a technological marvel, I think that is the reason why people flock to that on Rope Drop to this day. Okay.
Done.
All right. Good fight, sir.
Yes, good one.
I would say I do concur. That was a well fought round, well fought opening, and I shall cast the first vote. And I think I was ultimately won over by Tiki.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Dragon.
My vote also goes to Tiki.
Mm-hmm.
All right, not that it matters, Rohit, but who would you vote for?
In light of the arguments, and I think with the emphasis on the innovation and mystery element, my vote goes to Tiki as well. So it is a
Clean
straight
sweep.
Clean sweep.
But PerGron, I want to emphasize, like you did keep me on my feet that whole time, sir. Like,
Trust me, there were times I was going to say I'm giving the point to PerGron, but I think ultimately you pulled out on top.
All right.
So, Dragon.
Kogias actually makes this point that I kind of agree with. By the way, he says, by this point, I feel like Captain Hook and Tinkerbell are more iconic than Peter Pan himself is. I think I agree with that, honestly.
Definitely Tinkerbell.
Uh-huh.
I disagree, considering Peter Pan has been used to describe like a syndrome of arrested development among youth, and
maybe the literary character Peter Pan, but I'm just saying, like, just as far as like Disney iconography goes, I mean, wasn't Peter Pan the spoilers for Chip and Dale, the bad guy in that movie? So yes. Well, it was pretty much just Bobby Driscoll, which is fucking dark that they went that route.
From what I understand, they didn't exactly know about that when they wrote that.
I don't buy that.
I don't. Maybe that's just them covering it, but who knows?
I don't know. The Lonely Island Boys, I can't see very up to date on Disney history.
All right. Fair enough. I love that the same people that directed that movie directed The Naked Gun.
Yep.
It's kind of funny that two movies directed by the same guy in a row were both like, oh, this movie, people are like, oh, that movie's going to suck, it's going to be terrible. Then both ended up receiving highly positive reviews.
I was not looking forward to The Naked Gun, man. I really wasn't.
No, I know. You have a very defeatist attitude, this one.
By the way, Dragon, I got around to seeing the original Naked Gun this month.
Hey! There we go.
We will talk about that on Memoirs. Anyways.
All right. So, Dragon.
Yeah.
Did you hear anything?
To quote one of our other podcasts, well, PerGron.
Uh-oh.
I got some bad news.
Oh, no.
Tiki said the word. Let's weep it as misfortune.
Oh, dear God.
Let's all collectively weep for Tiki because he said the word.
Yeah, that's okay. What'd I say? I'm curious.
Castle.
So
Castle? Castle is a word?
Yeah.
All right. I mean,
last I checked, castle is a word, Tiki. Very good.
That word is the secret word. Come on, Dragon.
No, it's all good. It's all good. All right. What do you got?
We'll keep it fair by having not stopping using them. What I'm saying is the words will still be active after this point as well.
All right.
So basically, after this point, you can say the word.
You can say castle, but I'm just saying without any repercussions. But we do have
the other words are still fair game. Okay.
Yes, but so PerGron, better watch out. So here we have the Wheel of Punishment. Who knows? This might even end up punishing PerGron.
It usually ends up doing that, doesn't it?
So we'll see. So
I feel like reversal's too big in that wheel.
all right, want me to make it smaller, or I can make it bigger if you want. All right, so in 3, 2, 1.
Oh boy.
What is it
Oh,
gonna
God.
be?
Dragon's Choice? Dragon's
Oh.
Choice?
Yep, Dragon's
Oh,
Choice.
God.
Dragon.
Oh, okay.
And remember, Dragon, you don't have to be beholden to any of the options on the wheel. You can choose whatever you want.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. I know what I was trying to work on the right phrasing of this.
Oh no.
All right, let's see. So, okay. For the next round, if PerGron wins, he gets 2 points.
Ooh. Just for the next round?
Yes.
I like this.
Okay.
The next round, if PerGron gets this next one, he gets 2 points.
All right.
If Tiki wins, he only gets 1.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
You know what? I will take that over not getting a point even if I win.
That's fair. So that ended up working. So, speaking of round 2, how about we head on down? Which Walt-era Disneyland attraction would be the most devastating to remove?
All right, and I want to clarify on this one. Pirates of the Caribbean and Haunted Mansion were both off the table because, yeah, Walt Disney did have a big hand in both of those, but they both opened after his death. And also, I didn't want this to just turn into Haunted Mansion and Pirates again. So,
That's fair. So, PerGron, opening statement. What did you choose?
I chose It's a Small World.
And Tiki.
I chose the Disneyland Railroad.
Unfortunately, I couldn't find any pictures from opening day for these, but hopefully these will work fine.
Well, I mean, to be fair, It's a Small World was not around opening day.
You know, in hindsight, Jake,
I know.
you could
Or
just made it black and white.
what I mean was like from the 60s and all that.
Right.
But either way, opening statement, PerGron.
Yeah, I mean, It's a Small World. If we're gonna talk about like a Disney attraction that would be kind of devastating to lose, I think this has to be like really, really high up there on that list. This is a classic. It's something that people even outside of the Disney theme park fandom know. Right? This is up there with the Haunted Mansion and the Pirates of the Caribbean of just something everybody knows. It's got the classic song. It's got the excuse me. It's got the classic song. It's got the beautiful facade, and it's got a lot of the hands of some of the most iconic Imagineers ever put in there. It's got Walt Disney. It's got Rolly Crump. It's got Mary Blair. Right? These are some of the biggest names in Disney, in like Disney theme parks. The artistry is wonderful. The attraction is timeless. And it's something that, again, don't quote me on this, I could be incorrect, but I think an installment of It's a Small World is pretty prevalent across the whole world, like every park around the world. It's just something that is Disney. It is an embracing of culture and love and oneness that Disney kind of is meant to represent, even if it is kind of a multinational, faceless, soulless corporation. It's what it wants. It's kind of what the identity that I think Walt and the original Imagineers really wanted for Disney, and I think it embodies that really, really wonderfully.
All right, Tiki, it's a Disneyland Railroad.
All right, so I do love It's a Small World, okay? Like, for me, it's like floating into the abstract art of one of my all-time favorite artists in Mary Blair. It doesn't get much cooler than that. That being said, there's not a lot of people that think that way. There's more people that look at you as weird if you say that you love It's a Small World, okay? Especially like a grown-ass man in his 30s like me without kids, all right? Like there's a reason why there's so many parodies of It's a Small World. Every time there's a Disneyland parody in a cartoon or something, odds are we're gonna see a scene where the characters are fucking miserable going through it and the song. And because of that, you can't tell me that there's not going to be a subset of people who would fucking celebrate It's a Small World's removal. Here's the thing. The Disneyland Railroad is the beating heart and soul of the whole park. There would not be a Disneyland without the Disneyland Railroad. Walt Disney, he had his Lily Bell Railroad in his backyard. That was basically the that was the Big Bang, right? Like if Peter Pan's Flight and Jungle Cruise were like the first steps as far as like e-tickets go, that Lily Bell was like the the emphasis for everything. And the park just would not be the same. I mean, they're losing the Disneyland, right? You could lose the Walt Disney World Railroad. You could lose any other railroad. But the Disneyland Railroad is so special, so timeless, and they just keep improving it. I mean, most recently, they put that entire trestle along Frontierland in the Rivers of America. Makes for one of the most spectacular vistas in the whole damn park. You've got it going through Small World. You've got the Primeval World and Grand Canyon dioramas. I mean, it's an attraction in its own right. It's super unique in the fact that if you want to sit on it and stay on it all day, you can. What other Disney ride can you say that about? It's a full-fledged form of transportation, and going through that Grand Circle tour is an adventure in its own right. I mean, and also my last argument is that as wonderful as It's a Small World is, Disneyland is limited on space, and that show building is a huge footprint. You really can't take out the Disneyland Railroad and replace it with anything because it literally just circles the park. You can take out It's a Small World and replace it. So, I don't know. I just think that there would absolutely be a subset of people who would be upset about It's a Small World closing, but there would also be a subset of people who would fucking celebrate it. I don't think anyone would celebrate the train closing. I think the train closing will be a travesty.
All right. Fight it out.
I think if you were to ask Walt Disney this question, I think he would give it to you 1,000,000%, and I completely believe that. But really, when it comes to like cultural touchstones of Disney, yes, everyone has an opinion on It's a Small World, and I think that's a good thing. I think it shows that It's a Small World is one of those attractions that makes up the skeleton, the bones that is Disneyland. I think this is something
Disneyland Railroad literally is the skeleton.
I think Disneyland Railroad, and again, this might be coming from me as a Disney World person and having like little experience with Disney.
It's a better attraction than the Walt Disney World Railroad. I'm
sure it is. But at the end of the day, it's a train. It's kind of just a train, and there's already a train there's another train at Disneyland. Disneyland's got so many fucking trains. They got trains coming out of every orifice, right?
How many trains are at Disneyland? There's Casey Jr., there's Runaway Railway, there's technically the train that you get hit by on Mr. Toad.
There's Big Thunder.
Right.
There's the Matterhorn, which is
No, the Matterhorn doesn't count. Come on now.
Yeah, I'd call it a train. It's train adjacent. But there's so many fucking trains at Disneyland. I think if we gave a train up, yes, I think Disney fans would be up in arms. But I also think Disney fans would be up in arms if It's a Small World left. Trains are awesome, LEV. I'll give them that. But there's a lot of trains. There's one, It's a Small World. It's a Small World is the prototype of these dark boat ride attractions that are, yes, mocked and made fun of in from Shrek to South Park, right? But there's a reason.
No, only It's a Small World is. No one makes fun of Pirates of the Caribbean. Only It's a Small World gets mocked.
But It's a Small World gets mocked because of how important it is. You don't mock something little. We don't see anybody making fun of Superstar Limo on the fucking on South Park or The Simpsons, right? We see people mocking and making light of an attraction that is so firm in its identity, so strong in what it is, that there are still 45 to hour minute lines for It's a Small World. There is the lighting
When?
package that goes on during the night, during like the holidays.
There's those kind of lines during Small World Holiday, but by and large, It's a Small World is one of the easiest lines to get on. It rarely goes over like half an hour, dude. Check the apps.
Again, I don't have a lot of experience with this,
You're thinking Disney World.
which has a massive fucking line. No, but It's a Small World is one of those cultural touchstones. It is something that every Disney fan knows, but also every person outside of Disney knows. This is something that if it got taken away, there would be people up in arms. I think, one, the hate for It's a Small World is way too fucking high. But I think if we saw it removed, I think if you saw It's a Small World taken out, the identity of the park would entirely shift. I think if you took out the train, yeah, the hardcore fans, like I think Offhand Disney's video on it would do numbers.
Oh my god,
right?
offhand Disney would literally fucking die, dude.
Don't get me wrong. I think Offhand Disney's YouTube video on it would do absolute numbers. But I think outside of our little niche community, like honestly,
you have to factor in just the sheer the function of the train, though. You have to factor in the transportation element. Like, it's a fantastic attraction in its own right. Like I said, it gives you that tour of the park.
Nobody uses the train to get from place to place.
Bullshit. Nobody uses the train
to get anywhere.
Bullshit. I use it. No. It's a functional form of transportation, my friend. It really is. If you want to get from like Main Street to Fantasyland, if you want to get from like Tomorrowland to Main Street, I mean, it's effective. I think the 4 stations that the Disneyland Railroad represents, they are like
on the train.
They are spaced out perfectly. Like, yeah, it might be quicker to walk. I'll give you that, but it still just gives you that kind of like, you're on your feet a lot of the time at Disneyland. So.
Which is why
it regulates the crowd flow.
Enjoyable boat ride through an air-conditioned building where there maybe is a streaker sometimes, but overall it's gonna be like a relaxing time. It's a Small World is the vision of what the world Walt wanted to be.
Another thing with Disneyland Railroad that I think is very pivotal that you have to remember is that it's the one ride that like it doesn't just exist in one land. It is Disneyland. It's got Disneyland right in the name. It exists all over the park. You can hear that iconic like, "Your attention please, the Disneyland Railroad now leaving for a Grand Circle tour." Like, that is so iconic. Can you imagine that?
I think if you park
that soundscape being taken out of Disneyland in itself, just that one sound clip would just be fucking devastating. It would lose a lot of the identity of what Disneyland is. Disneyland was Walt's park. That's what makes it special. The fact that Walt Disney fucking designed it, had a hand in it, walked in that park. If you take out Disneyland, you're taking the Walt out of Disneyland.
I think if you parked the train on the bridge in Frontierland, parked another one at the station, I don't think that anyone notices. I think if you remove It's a Small World, you are removing an entire piece of history. You are moving something that represents.
But space is limited at Disneyland, and they could do a lot with that space. It is a huge footprint. They can't do.
They could also do a lot with Autopia, and that would be the first choice.
Well, yes, I agree with that. But like, they can't do jack shit with like Disneyland Railroad. Literally has no footprint. It's the parameter of the whole damn park. If
the standard we're going for though is which one would be more devastating, I think the devastation argument doesn't come from which one would give more land. Like, yeah, if you remove the train, sure,
no, but I'm saying
anything else out. You could put a big people mover around the park. Boom, everybody's happy. big people mover around the park. Now everyone's happy.
You know that's never going to happen, though. That is not realistic.
Done.
All right.
Back to your corners.
Okay.
Another well-fought
That got
round
pretty
there.
heated there at the end.
Yep. It's one reason why I decided to call it in.
I mean, compared to me and Laser Dude's fights, this is
Yeah.
pretty tame.
I mean, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, the
That's
PerGron was like coughing in his face. It was nasty.
true.
I mean,
I
yeah.
was hoping for someone to say you're just coughing because there's BS going on right here.
Yeah, I'm not actually sick.
like I'm coughing because I'm allergic to your bullshit.
Exactly. It's a tactic.
It's an emphasis cough.
Ahem. Ahem.
All right, so Dragon.
Oh, Theme Park Priest says, no, it's a small world at Shanghai. There we go. I know there's a Peter Pan at Shanghai.
There's a small world in which one was it? Hong Kong?
I'm pretty sure there's
Shanghai.
a small world except for Shanghai.
Yeah.
So Dragon.
Water PerGron.
Why don't you decide who won? Who are you casting your point to?
I think it's pretty clear cut. Yeah, it was a well fought round, but I mean, I think Tiki has to get the vote, for me at least.
Okay. Tiki has 1 point. Has 1 vote. Rohit.
I think both had good opening statements, but I think in the overall emphasis on devastation, the cultural influence, and popularity of it all, I think PerGron gets my point.
All right.
All right, so it comes down to me.
Yeah.
And I just gotta say this. I really appreciated Tiki's passion, and I think he had the overall argument, so he gets the point there.
All right. I appreciate it.
That was a fucking uphill battle for me. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, but PerGron, It's a Small World is like, that's like my number 2 favorite attraction in all of Disneyland Resort. All right, so like it was so hard for me to argue against it. You don't even know.
Don't get me wrong, PerGron. You made a good fight too.
I think
No,
you had a
I
really good
know
point
I
to
did,
make
but-
as far as like the pop culture impact. I agree with Rohit there. You did
Yeah.
make the pop culture impact point really well.
Just trying to fight against removing the train.
It's like what would be the point of removing the train?
I mean,
That's the problem there.
I mean,
Removing the train.
Just imagine in the audience right now, the Disney family's just kind of coming in and sitting down. Go on, PerGron, tell us, why should we remove why should we remove the train?
Or he pulls up the chair like Captain America. Is like, so you want to remove the train?
Oh God!
I think that's what won Tiki the argument in my eyes when he's talking about like how it is Walt Disney's, how it is,
In the name.
the living embodiment of Walt's era.
Honestly,
Yeah,
I think Tiki's great. I think Tiki's best point was the whole. It is the skeleton.
right.
Yeah, that was Tiki's point to lose.
Yeah, so congratulations, Tiki. You have narrowly avoided disaster.
PerGron can expect some angry letters from Melissa Disney and his
How dare you, sir? She's like Greta Thunberg.
Okay.
So PerGron, you will not be getting 2 points this round or the next one. So you had your shot and you failed.
Squandered it.
Jesus Christ, rub it in a little bit more.
All right. You could have
And
done
you're
a
a
lot better.
sick little man.
You wanted to remove the train? How dare you?
Oh God, LAB says Disneyland Railroad replaced with a perimeter of popcorn buckets and surrounding the park. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
they don't even sell popcorn in them. It's just
Work off that fat Disneyland Railroad
Just
people that have used it.
Yeah, just the buckets. Yeah,
No,
they
I
only
appreciate that, Kokias.
not popcorn itself, just selling the popcorn buckets.
Yep.
And then,
I mean,
and
no
then
one
That's an
actually
exercise.
eats popcorn out of popcorn buckets, do they? That'd be fucking weird.
I don't know. I
No,
don't
I'm
know.
kidding. I mean, I'm kind of like halfway being sarcastic. fantastic.
They
I
do
know.
at the Regal I go to, where they spend the fucking money on it. I saw
I-
somebody buy the Mufasa popcorn bucket
Every-
the other day.
Every-
Oh God!
Well,
You
my
mean
only
the one that I really wanted, the Pride Rock one?
Yeah, that's the one.
my
Oh.
like the ones I go to only have like the most recent popcorn
Yeah.
bucket releases, and
Oh,
it's kind of funny that like kind of like it's Dune and Deadpool that kind of started the whole popcorn bucket trend.
Yes, absolutely, and both of those were like very inappropriate.
Yep. So, but it is kind of funny how they're like, hey, we can make money off of these popcorn buckets.
LAB saying Mufasa popcorn bucket, baby.
that's the one.
Alrighty
It's a
then.
circle of commerce for you.
So Dragon, did you hear anything?
Well, not so much, no.
All right. So you guys are both safe this time.
All right.
For now.
For now.
Not for long, but you know.
There's no turning back now.
We need money.
You know, if that movie came out like in his era, Paul Frees would have totally voiced that character.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely. For sure.
We've got to have money.
Money. All right, time for another one that I know would be up your guys' alley, and Tiki kind of alluded to it earlier. What is the best Disneyland dark ride?
Oh yeah.
And now this wasn't beholden to anything for any era. Most likely, there were no.
It was beholden to the fact that like we didn't want to do like e-tickets, so like no Pirates, Mansion, Runaway Railway, Radiator Springs Racers, that kind of scale, Rise of the Resistance, all of those are out. It was more kind of classic Fantasyland era dark rides.
All right.
The non-Fantasyland rides that would have been included in this would have been Pooh, Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin, Monsters Inc., Mike and Sully to the Rescue. God bless anyone who would have actually picked that. Jesus Christ. And Ariel's Undersea Adventure.
All right.
Ditto to that last conversation. That last point too.
Right.
But my point was in writing it. I wasn't imposing any limitations. But if you guys impose
All right,
limitations,
I'm just saying in case anyone's wondering, like, how the fuck did they not pick Rise of the Resistance?
Well, there's your guys' answer then. So speaking of your picks, PerGron, what is yours?
I went with the newly refurbished Snow White's Enchanted Wish.
Meanwhile, Tiki went with
Alice in Wonderland.
Waxing Musical. All right. PerGron, regale us with the Enchanted Wish.
All right. I come at this from the perspective of someone who could not care less about a bus bar dark ride. I'm gonna be honest.
What?
It's just not for me. I'm a boat
This is
ride
something
guy.
I never knew about you, sir.
Yeah,
That's that's a hot take.
I'm a boat ride guy.
All right.
But I do think that if you're gonna do a classic Fantasyland dark ride, I think Snow White is an easy must. It's the original Disney movie. It's the one that put them on the map. I think it's got to be there. I think the Scary Adventures, while I grew up with the Disney World one, and I was never particularly scared by it. I do know a lot of people from like the opening day Disneyland one were traumatized. So I think being able to tell the story in a way that, is a great, beautiful way to tell a story without making people actually fucking watch the insanely boring movie that is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Oh man, just coming out with hot take after hot take.
Yeah, I'm full of them tonight. I think this is like the ultimate way to experience the story. I think they break it down into like all of the most important bits. I think the animatronics look stunning. I think that the projection mapping and everything look absolutely beautiful. And it's a great update to a really classic style that still has that feel and that flavor while taking it into the 21st century in a respectful but enjoyable way. So I think Enchanted Wish takes the cake for me.
All right, Tiki.
Alice in Wonderland has 2 stories and has a section where you go outside. That's it. That's the argument. No, I'm kidding. But seriously though, that's like one of the main things about Alice in Wonderland that makes it special. The kinetic energy, those caterpillars going down that track. I mean, that's an iconic fixture of Fantasyland in its own right, even if you don't ever get on the ride. I think Alice in Wonderland is like not just the perfect Fantasyland dark ride. I think it's like the perfect like bus bar classic like C-ticket dark ride, period. And Snow White's Enchanted Wish, they basically had to change the whole identity of the ride around. And you know what, PerGron, I will agree with you. I do think it was a fantastic overhaul. I do like it better than Snow White's Scary Adventures. But the thing that I respect about the current iteration of Alice in Wonderland is that it is the first Fantasyland dark ride that got like the 21st century like total revamp treatment. It was one of the first Disneyland rides to use projection mapping prominently within the attraction, which is huge because like you think about like attractions like Runaway Railway, where that whole attraction is built on projection mapping. Alice in Wonderland set the stage for that. But they did that without sacrificing any of the identity of the original ride. You know, say what you will, but Snow White's Scary Adventures is not the same. Like, you did kind of sacrifice some of the edge to do Enchanted Wish. So yeah, I just think that Alice in Wonderland, it's got the scale, it's got the iconic kinetic energy, it's got that it's very complemented by the fact that you have the Mad Tea Party right next door. Even if you're waiting in the admittedly really miserable queue, you can still at least pop along to the Mad Tea Party music. It's just a vibe, man. It's just a total vibe. I love it. It's one of my absolute favorite rides in the entire park.
Alrighty. Ready to fight.
All right.
You sounded like Borat just there. Ready to fight.
Ready to fight.
Great success.
Yeah, I just think Snow White's Enchanted Wish, it's kind of the ultimate version of what that ride could be. I think it's just like a beautiful attraction. I think it's something that everybody can enjoy, and I think it's 100% of a plus up on Scary Adventures. I think Scary Adventures kind of sucks, admittedly. Like, Snow White's not a scary movie. It's never been a scary movie.
Yes, it is.
It's not a scary movie.
Dude, seriously, there's some haunting imagery. That haunted forest scene, the witch transformation. I mean, those early Disney movies, like those first 3, Fantasia,
I think
Pinocchio,
Dumbo's
and
a
Snow White, they
scarier
all
movie
had
than-
like really, really fucked up imagery.
I'd say Dumbo's a scarier movie than Snow White, but I think this captures Disney's original animated film in just such a brilliant, beautiful way. And beautiful is kind of the only word I can think to describe it, because that's what it is. It's beautiful. It's really, really well done, and I think it is the freshest. It's the newest, so I'll give it that. You know, it has that above
It might
Alice
be the
in Wonderland.
newest, but it's literally like copying off of Alice in Wonderland's homework when it comes to the revision of the Fantasyland dark rides. Alice in Wonderland was the first to do it, and so you got to give them credit there.
I think Alice in Wonderland I think it's too much, in my opinion. It's wacky, and I'll give it that. It's like got kind of that wacky funhouse feel to it, but I think you don't get the story of Alice in Wonderland because it just
The story, Alice in Wonderland, sir. Alice in Wonderland is literally just about getting lost in a weird, crazy, fucked up environment. And I think
but you don't even get to really embrace or enjoy the environment because you're just being whiplashed around.
No, I hard disagree with that. I think that Alice in Wonderland has some of the most immersive set pieces of any Fantasyland dark ride. You have that had the flower scene where there's just flowers all around you, a bunch of projection mapping, a lot of animatronics. You have the Tolji Wood scene with all the signs. There's the Cheshire Cat. There's all the animatronics of the different woodland creatures. And the Tolji Wood scene, that's an important element to that ride because it gets you from the first story to the second story. And then you want to talk about story. The Tolji Wood scene is that is when you get lost. That is Alice getting lost within Wonderland. And I feel like that feeling of getting lost within this crazy, fucked up environment is conveyed really, really well in that Tolji Wood scene. Like, for me, the Tolji Wood scene is just as immersive as the flight over London. Like, there's so much to look at in that room. It goes up 2 stories. You can look down at stuff on the first floor from the second floor. I mean, no other Fantasyland dark ride you can do that with.
I don't know. It feels like a gimmick to me. It feels gimmicky.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
It's just like, oh, this is the one that goes outside. This is the dark ride that goes outside. This is the one that goes up on a second story.
Weirdly enough,
like,
as much as I defended it, I think if any Fantasyland dark ride is a gimmick, it is fucking Peter Pan's.
I don't know. I feel like the reason Alice in Wonderland has a following is because of like, oh, it goes outside. Like, okay, cool, it goes outside.
No, it's not just that. I think it is the fact that the movie itself is beloved, right? The movie itself is an absolute cult classic. The movie itself, I think, has that mix of like it's popular enough, but it's not like totally mainstream like something like Pinocchio or Snow White is or Peter Pan, but it's also not super obscure like Mr. Toad. I think it meets that like perfect like middle ground of Disney fandom. And that's why I think it's popular. I mean, Alice in Wonderland in itself, Alice in Wonderland is by far the most popular IP outside of Disney as far as like, you know, iconography and pop culture.
I think if we were going to look at this as one of them has to stay. Every other Fantasyland dark ride goes. One of them has to stay. I think it's Peter Pan. But I think if you had to pick the second one, I think it's Snow White. I think Snow White has that iconicity. I think it has the historical importance. And I think it has the fresh update that if we're talking about the best Disneyland dark ride, I think it kind of has to be that. It has to be because it's a culmination of everything that Imagineering can and has done.
If you're talking about stuff that needs to stay, like Alice in Wonderland has its own little mini land. Between that, the Mad Tea Party, even the Mad Hatter gift shop, like that's a whole corner of Fantasyland, dude. If you take out the dark ride, what the fuck are you left with? You're left with the Walt Disney World version of the Mad Tea Party, which fucking sucks.
I think the Mad Tea Party, though, is beloved enough that if we were to sacrifice the dark ride, yeah, it's a teacup ride. Okay, cool. Everybody loves that. We have it. I think a Snow White attraction, we can see that with Disney World when they took out the Snow White Dark Ride and they replaced it with Snow White Dark Ride, but sometimes you go a little bit faster. It's something. It's something that it's missing. Fantasyland is wholeheartedly missing the Snow White Dark Ride.
But Disney was willing to take it out. It was expendable to Disney in the first place,
and they never built Alice in Wonderland again. Alice in Wonderland got the one and done treatment. So Snow White is...
Yeah, it's because European parks are weird and they prefer walk-through shit.
Snow White has been the story that Fantasyland is built around, and I think having it in Disneyland, I think that the updates of the attraction, I cannot stress, I know I'm going to get knocked for saying it too many times, but I cannot stress how important the updates are to keeping a fresh attraction.
I honestly think your update point is just, it's totally moot, because anything you can say about the updates, you can say about Alice in Wonderland, and Alice in Wonderland was the trailblazer for refreshing the Fantasyland dark rides.
Right, but at this point, it's a little bit tired, where Snow White is...
Alice in Wonderland gets by far bigger lines than... Alice in Wonderland easily gets the second biggest crowds besides Peter Pan out of the Fantasyland dark ride roster. Easily. Check the app any day.
Check the app, he says.
Time I've said check the app.
It is. I'm gonna put it on a t-shirt. I just think that the importance of Snow White cannot be understated. I think that it has everything culminating into a perfect attraction, where Alice in Wonderland, like the movie, is kind of a wacky time that has a cult following, and I think that the people who love it, and I think that the people who don't love it don't need it. I think
You know what I
Snow
really
White is one of
appreciate
those
about Alice
things-
in Wonderland is the fact that it's definitively not a book report dark ride. It still conveys the essence of the story. It still conveys the vibe of the movie, but it's not a book report. You're not just going from scene to scene telling the movie in chronological order. And honestly, that to me is like one of the things, like, I will agree by and large Enchanted Wish is better than Scary Adventure, but I do kind of appreciate the fact that Scary Adventure did go that weird route of focusing so much of it on the witch. I think a little bit of that kind of like weird dark energy is lost with Enchanted Wish.
I could have a whole argument about why I think book report dark rides have their place, but we're not having that argument right now. But I think that if you were going to do a book report, again, the first Disney movie, I think Snow White, it's just, it needs it. And I
Half
think
of that movie is just Snow White fucking cleaning.
And they cut out all of the parts that you don't. It's like, I would rather watch Alice in Wonderland than ride Alice in Wonderland. If I would rather ride Snow White than watch Snow White, and I think that just shows how well done this attraction is.
I'm honestly having a hard time with this just because I just so inherently disagree with everything that you're saying that I just
Done.
all right.
Thank God.
Was that like PerGron? Did that feel like you were like a stand-up comedian who was bombing and you were just praying for the light?
Dude, I've never been to Disneyland. This is hard. I didn't know Alice in Wonderland had a ride until this debate.
How the fuck did you not know that?
I don't like bus bars.
Okay.
Alrighty then. Rohit, who are you giving your point to this time?
Can you all just say it at the same time and get it over with?
I like to build suspense.
Oh, man. I think it was a tough debate because I think there's a lot of equal merit of both sides. I think I think Tiki really had a good, snipe with the whole book report comment, but I think PerGron really recovered by stating that you'd rather watch Alice in Wonderland than go to the ride, and in Snow White's the opposite. I think in that respect, if the ride can give you like the best version of a movie or story, in lieu of watching the movie, I think that adds to the quality of the ride. So my point goes to PerGron.
All right, Dragon.
PerGron.
All right, not that it matters, but I would also have been giving my point to PerGron.
See, PerGron, come on now. You were so defeatist. You're like, oh, just get it over with. PerGron, one point I do want to make, and you probably weren't even aware of this, but I just to gas up Enchanted Wish a little bit more. One of the things I really love about Enchanted Wish and the placemaking within Disneyland itself is now that it does feel much more like the classic interpretation of the movie instead of just like the weird fucking witch ride, is that you do have Snow White's Grotto, the wishing well, literally right around the corner from that ride, like probably like 50 feet from that ride. And I love the fact, I think those two things just go together so well. So yeah, well thought, PerGron, well thought. I'm glad you're on board.
Me too. It's a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one.
Alrighty then. That was a well-fought trio of rounds, guys.
Indeed.
For never having been to Disneyland, I'll take my 1 point in victory.
All right then. So, Dragon, I think taking that into account, we might have to scrap one of our speed round questions. Right, Dragon?
Possibly, yes.
I'm willing to fuck around if we have to.
All right, maybe you'll find out then. So, All right, so it's the end of the third round. First, before we move on, Dragon, did anybody say anything suspicious?
Close, but the rebel spy has not been spotted yet.
Ooh.
Ah, dang it! I'm in the mood for some actual punishment here. Tiki narrowly evaded his punishment. So, but still, again, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Welcome.
For now.
Yep. So,
Yeah.
I'm still itching. Who knows? Maybe this entire game, I'll go without that itch. I'll go without that itch being scratched.
Yeah,
But in the
maybe.
meantime, how about we flip a coin?
Yeah.
PerGron, since you won this round, I'll let you flip first. Do you want to flip?
I would not.
All right. No flip. Tiki.
I'm sorry, I'm going to be boring and say nah.
All right.
What happened to the hidden coin, dude, though? I missed the hidden coin.
Well, the complaining killed the hidden coin, so that's what you get.
What do you mean? When did we complain about the hidden
There was a
coin?
lot of complaining about, like, oh, now the game's half over because we have the hidden coin. Maybe we should retire the hidden coin.
That did come up during the Tegan sweep.
Okay, well that whole debate is a fucking anomaly, dude. Come on now, you can't base that on.
I'm saying after the Tegan, thing, I just keep hearing gripes about the hidden coin. So it's like to shake it up.
I always loved the hidden coin. All right,
I don't.
I-
That sounds insincere. I don't know.
I can see if I could find a hidden coin if you want.
Yeah.
PerGron, drink some water, please, for the love of God.
I've been drinking water the entire time, dude.
He's just coughing all over Tiki.
I know. I'm dying here, man.
Right down the back of his neck too. It's really gross.
Maybe PerGron
I
swallowed the
also
other
feel
coin.
like your being sick is kind of bringing out your New England.
Yeah, it always does.
Maybe PerGron swallowed the coin.
Maybe I
Oh,
did.
God.
You'll have to wait.
Do you want to reach
24
down
to
there
48
and
hours.
and find it?
All right, but let's see what would have happened if the coin had been flipped.
All right.
Ah.
Mm.
You know
Okay.
what? Honestly, my reasoning for not wanting to flip the coin is just because I really like doing the speed round, and I don't want it to end too quickly. I'm just having fun, honestly.
Okay, let's hypothetically say that both of you decide to flip, and this is what would happen if Tiki did it.
Okay.
Hey!
Yeah, see, both of you.
Well, unfortunately, none of those count.
Yeah.
So, let's move.
I wish.
So, Dragon, why don't you decide what we do for the speed round?
Well, let's
Also
remind the
opening up to
folks-
audience, of course. If any audience members have a speed round question they'd like to submit.
All
I
right.
have like one speed round question that I just thought of.
Well, where was this earlier?
Look, sometimes inspiration comes at certain moments.
He did
I
say.
don't believe this guy.
All right, so Rohit, that means I'll defer to you, Rohit, for right now, but that means you get to judge. All right.
Yeah, I don't mind.
All right. So Rohit, what is your question?
All right, the speed round question is this: if in a horrible tragedy, all of Disneyland is about to disappear or go up in smokes, and you had the option to save one ride to last in perpetuity, what would be the ride?
It's a small world. I love being a contrarian.
It's like Brainiac shrinking a city. It's like basically, all the rides are like that. You can have to grab one like in the midst of a big fire.
Now, PerGron.
The Walt Disney World Railroad. No, just kidding.
Oh, he said it. He said it.
No, I didn't finish it.
Also, the Walt Disney World Railroad, which is not a Disneyland attraction.
Yeah.
Next thing you say though, you're stuck with.
Haunted Mansion.
All right, Haunted Mansion. Rohit, you'll be the one to decide.
All right.
And so, Tiki,
Yep.
when you're ready.
So I think my argument for keeping Small World around is that it is literally a prayer for world peace. I mean, it is a fundamentally important attraction on like a global political level, if anything else. That, and I honestly think just from a sheer abstract artistic point of view, it's one of the most ambitious things that Disney's ever done. They just do not make attractions like that anymore. It's not an IP. It is just a grand artistic statement, and we need to preserve it.
Haunted Mansion is. You want to talk about rides that don't get made anymore? That's Haunted Mansion. Haunted Mansion is an icon in and of itself. Haunted Mansion could stand without Disneyland. Disneyland could not stand without Haunted Mansion. It is a beloved attraction. It has entire websites dedicated just to its lore and history. Very few other attractions have that. This is the dark, the macabre, but also the fun, the spooky. It has everything that Disney needs and wants and stands for. And I think at the end of the day, if one had to be saved, it's that.
I think if the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland goes, you still have like all the iconography of the Haunted Mansion. The Haunted Mansion is an IP in its own right, and it exists all over the world. The Disneyland version isn't even the second best version. Like the Disney World version and Phantom Manor are both inherently better.
I think if Small World got Thanos snapped into out of existence, I think a lot of people would probably celebrate. People hate that, right? If that happened to Haunted Mansion, people would be devastated. They'd be crying on the street, and the offhand video would go so fucking hard.
Oh god! Oh god! Okay, really quick, can I vent about offhand Disney really quick?
Sure.
Okay.
He did this video about like the fact that D23 isn't doing a parks panel. And it's a gag. I know it's a gag, but he's like, there's this moment where he's like looking over the schedule, and he's like, oh, but mid-morning break as in break ground on the People Mover. I'm like, oh my god, dude, shut the fuck up. That you have run this gag into the ground, bro. Anyways.
So in assessing the arguments, it's funny for PerGron to have gone with It's a Small World in light of the prior debates, but I think
Tiki went with
oh, no, sorry, Tiki for Tiki to gone with A Small World.
Tiki's the one who wasn't sick.
Yes, yeah. I think it's both have made good arguments. I appreciate Tiki's point about the artistic value of It's a Small World. But however, I think PerGron wins it out because he emphasized sort of the qualities of the actual experience more so. And I think the fact that It's a Small World is so derided by a lot of people and could just be not missed, whereas Haunted Mansion is likely more missed, I give the point to PerGron.
All right.
All right, PerGron gets
Tie it up.
That brings it to a tie game. There we go. YouTube drama live on air.
We challenge you, offhand Disney, to a Disney debate.
I used to really like him, but it's just like when he started just making the point about the People Mover in every video and just running that into, I'm like, okay, bro, you got one joke and it's getting really old.
I agree. The bit's a little tired, but I still like
that. And then the whole like living with the land thing. And
I agree with him on that one.
I mean, it's like he runs his running gags.
Considering how many running gags we all have, I don't think we have much room to talk.
We don't run any one of them into the ground the way that he does. He has like 3, and he runs all 3 of them into the ground.
Who is this YouTuber?
Offhand Disney.
All right, Offhand Disney, if you're listening to this, we all like to say your shit's whack and ours is better.
I mean, look, Offhand Disney is way more popular than our channel.
He's just trying to get us sued so he has business.
I mean,
it's not. You can do get sued for an opinion. Also, popularity does not.
Also, slander.
We did not say something. It was an opinion, not asserting a fact.
Okay.
All right.
Well, watch him just go and talk shit about us and some other
honestly, that would be
incredible. Oh, it should be you.
Please, by all means, Dolan, and talk shit about us.
That might gain traction. We need the views.
Again with the we.
Okay, right. You need the views.
All right then. So, Dragon, what do you think we should go for next? Something
Go with the food question.
a food question. All
Yes.
right. As you all know, we here at So You Want to Be an Imagineer love food. So, what is the best go-to snack / food item at Disneyland?
Bengal barbecue skewers.
Damn, that's what I was gonna go with.
Are you serious?
No, I've never eaten it. I have no idea what that is.
And to be fair, and to be fair, like if it's something that's shared between parks, you can go with one's in Disney World as well.
I think you've only got one answer, buddy.
And I don't know what that one is.
We might have to skip this one then.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna fuck around. We're gonna do this.
All right.
I've heard the fried chicken's good, so let's go with the fried chicken.
Wait,
At,
wait. That is not a snack, my friend.
It is if you're a big back like me.
All right, Jacob, are we going to count? Are you talking specifically the fried chicken at the Plaza Inn?
That's the one I was going for because I've heard it's good.
All right. Jacob, would you count that? That is a full-blown, like, hearty meal.
I mean, I was thinking more like turkey legs and churros and things like that. But if you want to go with fried chicken, I don't see. Like, go right ahead.
Yeah,
he said he said he was gonna fuck around. Might as well find out, right?
I'm gonna fuck around and find out. Let's do it.
Okay.
So, Tiki, go ahead.
The Bengal barbecue is hands down. It has always been my absolute favorite restaurant in all of Disneyland. If you want a snack, you can just get one skewer and it's fucking delicious. If you want a full meal, you can get like 3 or 4 skewers. They're only like $6 or $7 a pop. They're really cost efficient. Very, very fresh ingredients. A lot of variety. You can get a spicy one. You can get a sweet Polynesian one. You can get bacon wrapped asparagus. A lot of variety. It's awesome.
You know what's a good snack? A hearty meal. A hearty meal is the best snack you can have. I think a piece of fried chicken, that's gonna fill you up. It's gonna make you feel good. It's gonna warm your heart, your stomach, and your bones. It's great fried chicken. Some of the best in the world, even as far as I've heard, at least in the theme park world. Maybe outside of Hollywood. This is great fried chicken, and I think everybody needs to have it. It's something that's worth going to a theme park alone for, and it makes a great snack. If you eat all of the pieces, that's just a bigger snack.
You literally have Knott's Berry Farm like 8 miles down the road that was founded on its farm, on its fried chicken, bro. People, I think one of the great things about the Bengal barbecue skewers is that you can take them into the tiki room. Can you imagine getting the fried chicken and trying to take that into the tiki room?
What's better for the tiki room? Some skewers or a whole fried chicken meal? I'm telling you, the fried chicken meal, that's what does it in. It is the meal to get. It's the snack to get. Eat it all. Eat it in the tiki room. Eat it while walking. This is the best thing ever.
You literally can't eat it at the
Try me.
I would legitimately like to see someone try to take a
That would
plate
make an
of something
amazing
from the Plaza
YouTube video.
Inn across the hub into the tiki room.
That would be such a good YouTube video. Someone do that.
Right.
We should read a piece of comment.
All right, so Dragon, why don't you pick the winner here?
Okay. I think we have to give the point to Tiki.
Yeah.
Can I also provide another speedrun question?
Well, do we have anything from the audience?
Actually,
Not yet, no.
Actually, surprisingly, no.
Okay, but do we?
Looking at the fried chicken plate, I mean, if you ignore the mashed potatoes, the green beans, it's just like, what, 3 pieces of chicken? It's not that bad.
Who said you get sides?
The Plaza Inn restaurant.
Okay.
4 pieces of chicken? 3
I'm in
pieces
for
of
these purposes. I know they
I'm
offer it when he's there, but he's
I-
taking us to the tiki room and everything.
I mean, that's
I mean, when I envisioned the question, I meant more like the turkey legs, the churros, like even the hot dogs.
Me too. I think
For
you
me,
get
the
too
fried
much
chicken isn't even the best thing at the Plaza Inn. Like I love the pasta at the Plaza Inn.
I don't.
Plaza
I didn't.
Inn pasta all the way.
I have. The thing is, I haven't even heard of what Tiki was mentioning, but those sound amazing.
Oh
Also
no,
never heard.
no! I mean, honestly, like I do not want to
They
go
do
back to Disneyland anytime soon because of the crowd situation. But straight up, I miss the Bengal barbecue more than I miss most actual attractions there.
They do look really good now that I'm
They're
looking at
fucking
pictures of them.
amazing.
I'll have to look into those.
All right.
I wonder if they're in my Disney in my Disney park recipe book.
All right.
Do
When
we
I
want to
provide
give
my sleep
Rohit?
record-
Do
Yes?
we want to give Rohit another question?
All right, so how about we move on to to give Rohit to give. We'll do Rohit's next. All right. Okay, so Rohit, will you remember it in time for the next question?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so let's get another question. One that goes into the very name of this park and into this channel. What is the greatest Imagineering feat and or trick?
Like ever
Yes,
in any attraction?
it could be any attraction. Yes.
The Beast transformation in the Tokyo Disneyland Beauty and the Beast Dark ride.
All right, PerGron.
Best that's such an open-ended question with so much.
I mean, if it's too much for a speedrun question, I can shelve that one.
That could have been a main round question.
I think that would be an amazing main round question.
Yeah,
all right, well, we can shelve that one then. We can shelve that one for another round then.
I'm curious what you would have picked though, PerGron.
Probably something stupid.
Well, it still begs the question.
Yeah, I mean it's me. It probably would have been like the moat around the elephants, Kilimanjaro or something. How do
You
they
know
keep
what?
the elephants?
I bet you, like with your particular skills check, could actually make a really good argument. For
No,
that.
like genuinely, it's fucking impressive how they keep them in
Jacob,
without a
Jacob.
fence. Like that's amazing.
Perhaps we should go with before we get to Rohit's question. Perhaps we should do the meet and greet question.
All right.
Ooh, relevant if you're following along the visual
I know, right?
fantastic Imagineering game that I'm hosting. We're doing a meet and greet round right now.
All right. So,
That my team better actually contribute to.
all right.
Well, PerGron's going to cough on him.
That's
so
right.
we-
I mean,
and-
you, LAB. I
and-
see you liking my posts, but not actually commenting.
Called out.
All right. So, in preparation for this, it's also the Muppet question.
Oh dear God.
Woo.
So,
I don't want him. I don't want him.
so,
You say that with like legitimate trauma in your voice.
so,
I don't want him.
so Tiki, since you won the last round, you can spin first or defer to PerGron.
I'll give it to PerGron so he has more of a chance of picking him.
Him. All right. So,
It's
Do
like
we want to make
PerGron
Link
is
Hogthrob
the,
bigger?
Link Hogthrob is the star of that new Jordan Peele produced horror movie.
Yeah.
unfortunately, on this particular wheel, I can't make individual ones bigger.
Oh well.
You know, I'll take him without spinning.
All right. Well, you don't even know what the question is yet.
No, I don't, and I'm terrified.
All right. So you ready, PerGron?
Yep. Yep.
Who knows? You might get him anyway.
A little more. That's not it.
All right.
All right.
All right. Uncle Deadly's off the board, and Dicky, You.
Anyone but Walter. Anyone but Walter. No disrespect to Walter. He'd just be a boring meet and greet.
Uh,
Oh my God!
Oh, no.
You just fucking manifested that
I
in real
totally
time.
willed that into existence. I totally willed that into existence.
Anyone who says manifestation isn't real.
God, he's like, I mean, I love him as a character, but he's so fucking vanilla.
All right, well, that might actually work in your favor then, because Dragon, what is the question?
okay. What's the worst meet and greet character that happens to be a Muppet underneath the costume?
Wait, I'm confused because none of the Muppets are actually. Are you saying like what?
So
would
Walt,
make,
so what would be the
what
worst
would
meet
make
and
the
greet?
worst meet and greet? Okay.
So we're saying it's a Muppet as a Disney cast member, as in like they're in the suits or dressed like the character.
So we're
not
meeting.
a puppet.
No.
Can we
Basically,
standardize this as like we're meeting Mickey Mouse and the character
Inside.
we landed on is
Yeah, inside the.
Basically, you have Uncle Deadly inside the costume, and Tiki has Walter inside the costume.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
all right. And can we standardize like a Mickey Mouse, or is it kind of like up to? Doesn't have to be Mickey Mouse specifically, but like just to kind of make it a little more even, because like Uncle Deadly would make a better Princess Aurora than I think Walter would.
All right. Dragon, what do you think, Dragon? What character should
Well, I
we
mean, look,
pick?
it can be any character. I mean, you want. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't have to be. You don't have to assign one specifically. You can if you'd like. Just in general. But like, if you find.
So who would be like the creepiest cast member? Kind of.
Yeah, like the worst meet and greet character that you would learn is like there's a Muppet, like the worst meet and greet character period that happens to be a Muppet.
And Kogia says he's never heard of Uncle Deadly before. It's the blue one with the British. It's the tall blue with the British accent. The one that worked with Tex Richmond in the 2011 movie.
Yeah.
All right. So for the sake of this, let's go with. Let's just say who would probably be like the worst performer in the costume, or do you guys want me to pick a random?
Just pick a random character who would be the worst at.
Minnie Mouse.
Minnie Mouse. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and I go first.
Yes.
No, I spun first.
No, I spun first. You defer.
Oh no, I'm sorry. You're right. My bad.
You deferred, Tiki, so he goes first.
I do not know what I was thinking. My bad.
How dare you yell at Tiny Tim like that?
Your coffee's lungs out, my man.
All right. So, what we've learned about Uncle Deadly in his recent appearances is he's kind of a simp. He's a little bit creepy, a little bit handsy, and I think that having him in a character performer role would be a liability, just kind of in and of itself. I think he probably wouldn't fit because of his long schnoz either. Like Walter would fit the costume beautifully. Uncle Deadly just would not. But yeah, I just think his like kind of handsy, kind of simpy role would be a little bit alarming, especially if he's going to be around like guests.
Uncle Deadly is like a seasoned actor. I mean, if any Muppet is like perfectly well versed to be a character, it is him, my friend. I think Walter in his own head thinks he would be great at it. He certainly has the enthusiasm for it. But I think the problem with Walter is that he'd be too into it. He would be nervous. He would probably break character. I can't see Walter like keeping to the rule of not talking under the suit. Uncle Deadly, he can perform non-verbally.
Sorry. Walter would be kind of the perfect one because when you think about who's in the costume, it's an underpaid like college student, which is Walter to a T. That is not a role for an award-winning actor, right? Walter is perfect for the role because of his stance.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, if Disneyland in an ideal world, if Disney could hire a classically trained actor, they absolutely the fuck would, man. And I think that, like, in a perfect scenario, it would absolutely be Uncle Deadly.
Dragon.
Yeah.
Who do you think had the better argument here?
Well, I'm thinking. Well, you know what? I'm gonna say Tiki because I think he made an argument for why he made a very. I think he made a very solid argument for why Uncle Deadly.
Would actually be the better actor.
Yes.
He's a professional thespian.
I've never seen.
I'm a man of the theater.
The kids under there are not professional anything. But fair enough.
I know, but
I mean, do you want me to just give it to PerGron out of spite?
no.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry, outvoted.
No.
All right.
So Rohit,
All right.
your next question.
Yes. So I'm a single man. Let's say hypothetically, I now have a 10 out of 10 baddie. I go to Disneyland. What is the ride that would be the best ride to take my date on?
Storybook Land canal boats.
At Disneyland or at like Disneyland Resort?
It just figures that Rohit's thinking about a date while we're doing the podcast.
Both.
Both, so like we can pick DCA?
Yes.
All right, Radiator Springs Racers.
What? Okay.
You don't have to like it.
I wouldn't expect you to understand, Tiki. You're not in my head.
Well, I mean, I have been single for like fucking 15 years, so yeah, you're right. I don't understand.
Well, who knows? Maybe he has a reason. So, Tiki, whenever you're ready.
All right. So my big argument for Storybook Land canal boats is that I really feel like Storybook Land is one of the most romantic spots in all of Disneyland. It's a slow moving boat. If you take that at night, you've got the serene music, you've got the lights, you've got the miniatures. I mean, it's just... honestly, I'm getting a little bit choked up. Just like Storybook Land is near and dear to my heart, and I would love to take a date there. I would love to share that with a date.
All right.
One of the most iconic first dates is a nice Sunday drive. That's the number one. Going out for a drive with your date is amazing. But Radiator Springs Racers, it captures three of the most important parts of a date. It captures the thrill, it captures the charm, and it captures the fact that Cars 2005 will play a role in the relationship in some capacity. This is a very important part of it that I will continue in my second part.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't. I'm dumb. I didn't realize that I had to. Okay, my bad.
Really digesting what I said there.
I know, right? I'm just like, why isn't anyone talking? That was a total brain fart moment.
All right, Bo, when you're ready.
Just frankly, I think Radiator Springs Racers is just too high speed of an attraction. You don't even get to enjoy it with your partner. Like, it's all about the race. And yeah, there are dark ride parts, but even the dark ride is silly and frantic.
When I go on a date, what I look for is fun. I look for moments that aren't like awkward sitting in a boat with a bunch of children staring at miniatures. I look for like something we can both enjoy together. Something like a fast, high-speed, but charming ride where Lightning McQueen is there.
Now, Rohit, which one won your heart? And By the way, Cars came out in 2006, not 2005.
Very
Came out in 2005 in my heart.
bad.
What does that mean?
Hmm.
Been there the whole time.
Oh, man.
Before it even existed.
I do appreciate the novelty of Radiator Springs being like a fun, frenetic date. But I think for a date, if I'm especially wanting to connect and kind of enjoy a leisurely pace, especially for a theme park, and I think Tiki, with the emphasis of the romantic, especially at night, I think Tiki gets the point for Storybook.
All right.
And you know what that means? Tiki wins!
Oh, I didn't even realize this was my game-winning point. I'm not up all.
Well,
PerGron, I honestly think you would have had that in the bag if you would have doubled down more on the whole, like, you were surrounded by small children in a confined boat.
If I had
was
more than
very-
15 seconds, I would have.
I was very worried that you were going to go that route. I knew that was going to be the argument that would have killed me there.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I don't feel like Lightning McQueen is romantic.
you know,
Lightning McQueen's very romantic.
Ellie B has a different idea of romantic.
No, that's the right opinion, but
Honestly, Living with the Land would be a solid date ride, just for similar reasons as Storybook Land.
yeah, with fewer kids.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, folks,
If you go at night, the crowds have died down, and it's a more beautiful experience.
So if
Sometimes
I
I
ever
can
if
feel
I
like
ever looking to get a date and go to Disneyland, I'll credit you, Tiki. Hopefully the date goes well in addition to the whole Storybook ride of it all. But
Look at the indignity where she were covering up her Mike Wazowski
Listen,
stuff.
it's going on the wiki. It's going on the wiki is I lost because of the cough.
there it is again.
Yeah.
He's coughing in his hand, shaking Tiki's hand right now.
Oh, God.
He's not subscribing to cough in the arm, do no harm. That's what Combat Carl says.
Living with the Land wins in every category, really.
This is COVID 25, man.
oh, don't say that.
Please. Oh.
How dare you?
Wait, did you actually have COVID?
No.
Hmm.
No, he has something. He has the plague.
Yeah, it might be. Who knows?
No, he says necrotizing fascist.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I actually don't have a cough. It's just
This has been your strategy the whole time to throw me
It's
off.
He was fine. He was trying to garner sympathy.
LEB,
Sympathy points.
actually, patient PerGron. That's the story.
You're just trying to. PerGron was just trying to play sympathy. Like, let me play a song on the world's smallest violin.
hmm
As you're eating the fried chicken.
No, really, it is the world's smallest violin. See?
All right.
yeah. It's just a case of It's just a case. What was the name for consumption? The old
Oh,
person.
God.
Yep, from consuming so much fried chicken. Yeah.
Yeah, from consuming all that fried chicken at the
Yeah.
Tiki room.
Oh man.
I would, you know, it would be a really
Apparently,
fun,
most
like,
of the people
vlogger-
apparently most of the people that got tuberculosis were fat people. Apparently, but go on.
Oh, God. You know, it would be a really fun, like, vlogger challenge. Just see how many restaurants you could smuggle food from into the Tiki room.
The Tiki room.
Like, how many places can you actually get food from and legitimately bring it into the Tiki room?
But then one of the videos would be like, this guy again.
No, make the video and then have Off Disney react to it, and then that brings more attention to the video.
And all right.
If I ever get to Disneyland, that's what I'm doing.
Someone can bring a rum ham.
So Dragon.
Straight up,
Well-
eating a rum ham in the Tiki room would be a fucking transcendent experience.
Well, we know what Tiki's doing the next time he shows up.
Do they allow turkey legs in there?
They do. Jacob, I have a very vivid memory of eating one of those giant turkey legs when I was like 12 years old in the Tiki room.
Oh, nice.
Those
I mean, those
He
things.
felt like a king. He
I mean,
felt
those-
like a
I mean,
lazy
those-
king.
I mean, those things are massive. So I'm so,
They are huge, yes.
so honestly, I'm surprised. Like those are like they're not very expensive, but they're almost like the size of a full meal.
Yes,
I mean,
Tiki
make no
Birds, do
mistake, I
comedy
did not
for my
finish the whole
amusement.
thing.
What was that, Tiki?
I said, make no mistake, I did not finish the whole thing through, within the duration of the show.
That's the other part of the challenge. You have to
Because he was
sneak it
having
in,
such a
and
good
you have to
time.
finish it.
Finish it? Oh, man.
But how can he finish
Yeah,
it
well,
when he's
like,
laughing at the
Three-course
show?
meal from the Blue Bayou somehow.
It's like go to the Brown Derby, get something from there, and then sneak that into the Tiki room.
Okay,
Yeah,
Jacob, there's a couple things that are wrong with that statement. First of all,
Obviously, I know.
No,
at
he's
Walt
talking about
Disney World, you cannot take food into the Tiki room. So
Yeah, you can.
Wait, now you can? Really?
Yeah, you can. At least the Dole Whips.
That is a new thing then.
Yeah, it's from a couple years ago.
All right, I know.
Okay.
You know, it's funny
No,
you
he's
say
talking
that.
about the real Brown Derby, like the actual Hollywood. Gonna get it in Hollywood from a restaurant that's probably closed.
I don't
But-
think the actual Brown Derby has been around for a long
I
time.
You gotta time travel. It's a
All right, then what is like one of the restaurants that's like furthest away and like one of the fancy high end restaurants in the park?
Fucking Club 33.
yes.
That would be the
All right.
ultimate challenge.
All right, go to Club 33, order the most expensive thing there, take that to the Tiki room and eat it there.
Finish it before the show ends.
Oh my god.
And you
Now that
can't
would-
start until Jose's woken up.
yes, absolutely.
And now that would be a real power move.
Oh my god. Realistically, I'd probably say like go to the Blue Bayou, order like the largest plate on the menu, or like maybe a Monte Cristo sandwich from the from Cafe Orleans, because that thing is huge.
Mm.
All right, so we can talk about food all day here. but- So, Dragon, what were the other words?
All right, so clearly Castle was one of them.
Yes.
Which Tiki sprung that trap.
In the first round, and we surprisingly didn't get any others.
Yeah, well, one we just got, but it was after everything. PerGron just said Dole Whip.
Yep.
Okay, you know what? That was when I said like, well, there's one choice. That's the obvious choice. That was the obvious choice for the snack question.
Yeah, so we were
Kind of why I didn't go with it.
we were hoping you'd pull we'd trip on the wire on that one. Also, yep.
I wish they sold Dole Whip in stores. Like at least they don't near me.
They do.
Not near me.
Go to like a froyo place.
Yeah, no, honestly, the Dole Whip has kind of been like, I mean, I still love the Dole Whip, but it's not a Disneyland thing anymore. You can get it at pretty much anywhere.
Yeah, there's a froyo place near my work that has it.
Mm-hmm.
I know, but it just said that I can't actually get one near me. But Dragon, the other words then.
All right, so the other one, this was kind of a double gig, weenie.
Mm.
So it was weenie for like the Imagineering term, but also kind of the freakazoid. Don't say the weenie word.
Oh, God.
Speaking of which,
honestly, one of the words that I was avoiding was hello.
yep. And lastly, we had a bonus word. It was very unlikely it was going to be said, but on the off chance that if someone did say it, the phrase would have been like the little motorboats.
Oh my God.
There
Yeah,
was,
right. Like that would have been said.
I mean, boats was said. I mean, I thought maybe I don't know. It was more of like
If it was going to be said, it would have been during the Jungle Cruise, but like,
yeah.
PerGron doesn't know what the fuck the little motorboat thing is. I know what that is.
Well, that's what I'd say. It was designed for you mostly, but
I wasn't specifically designing it just for Tiki, Dragon.
I know you weren't. We kind of arrived.
I mean, I was just doing it like I didn't know PerGron's knowledge of Disneyland.
I think the only context I probably would have said little motorboats is like kind of like using it derogatorily. Like, do you want to go on a fucking flying pirate ship or do you want to go on the little motorboats?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what I was kind of anticipating someone to say something like that.
Yeah, that was spite.
But I'd still say that was a well fought game.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was a good time.
PerGron, I definitely think you had a handicap by not actually having gone to Disneyland, though.
That's
Like,
okay. I'm
yeah.
happy with the fight that I gave. I think I gave some great fights. I think if there's ever a shorts channel, a YouTube shorts channel, I think the fried chicken one gets on there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm always just happy to be here. Happy to rep the people.
People's champ.
More like the people movers champ.
Yeah, and next
Oh.
time, Tiki, I'm coming for that win. Unless I don't, then it's the time after that.
Conditional. It's like, and your people, and that's the real people's champ, keeping their expectations low.
Yep.
It's like, maybe I'll win next time, maybe I won't.
It's funny because
Real inspirational.
I think my stats are most people I have a higher record of winning against the people I've gone against, except Tiki. Tiki's like my biggest hurdle.
Most likely to runner-up.
Jokers and I for a long time went like head to head, but I think I squeaked out the edge there on Jokers. But Tiki,
I
you've
miss
got
having
me.
Jokers on. I should ask them if they want to do it.
Yeah, I'd love to debate Jokers again.
Yeah.
Those are always a good time for Jokers and I at least.
Kind of interesting to see PerGron versus Rohit, honestly.
We've debated, haven't we, Rohit?
I mean, I think you have, but it's not as common.
Yeah.
I mean, the real rivalry.
I know you guys have because your guys' voices sound very similar. I pointed this out before.
The real
Our
rivalry
voices
there.
Sound similar at all.
The real rivalry there is between Rohit and Laser Dude.
You know what we should do? We should do duos debates.
Yes.
Oh.
Like tag team.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
no! I'm down for that. I'm down for that idea.
2v2. Oh yeah.
I'm also down for that.
Me and Laser Dude versus Jokers and PerGron.
Well, we'd have to workshop the rule
Because Laser Dude and Rohit, they straight up fucking hate each other.
only
We
in the
don't
ring.
hate each other.
Like
Only in the ring.
seriously.
But here's the
He's the Borg to my McEnroe, or vice versa.
Yeah, he just takes like this jar of syrup and he tosses it in the air and hits it with a baseball bat. Just like that's what's happening to you with this debate, Canadian.
Oh god.
well, we can workshop the rules for potential tag team debate down the line.
Yep.
But so look forward to that, maybe. So,
Sounds good. Thanks for tuning into our food podcast, everybody.
yeah.
I know, right?
I mean, that's pretty much what it became at the end. So.
Yep.
Are you going to take the fried
Disneyland,
chicken
seriously,
tiki
that
room
is
challenge?
like one of the best. That is one of the best elements of Disneyland is the food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They definitely don't skimp on the food.
Do you accept the tiki room fried chicken challenge?
I am very curious. I just don't. I would like to know if there's a way that you can get the Plaza Inn food to go, and in which case it'd probably be pretty easy, honestly. Now, eating that whole meal within the course of the Tiki Room show, that's a different story. That's the real challenge.
Yes.
But the thing is,
He's hungry for victory.
Well, the thing is, you'd have to do it like a hot dog eating contest. Not even eat anything, just shove it in and swallow.
Just bone and all.
In front of all the families in the Tiki Room.
And
And then the mothers who was shield your eyes, shield your
What is that man doing in the corner?
He has problems, dear.
It's just like it's like people's like, okay, I'm eating all this, I'm eating this whole course dinner in the Tiki Room. Just watch. And then people are just like, shield your eyes, kid. It's like he's setting a bad example
It's
for
a
the
power
children.
move. I'm showing these birds who's in charge by eating all the flesh.
It's a power. It's like, and he's like, shut up. It's a power move.
Don't look at me.
It's like, I don't judge you, do I?
I don't have a problem.
All right. Enough of the hypotheticals. I think we should end it here before we devolve even further.
Happy 70th
Security
anniversary
California
of
Police
Disneyland.
Department called for that.
Oh no, God no!
All right.
All right, well, good game, PerGron, Tiki. Congrats on the win. Thank you for joining me.
Yep.
Thank you for joining me, guys. You two, Dragon and Rohit,
Mhm.
and happy platinum anniversary, Disneyland.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Fuck off, Disney.
Hopefully one day you'll figure out the overcrowding situation, and I can actually be able to go back to Disneyland without having a goddamn panic attack. One day.
We'll go back there someday.
Fried chicken's a snack, baby.
I'm going to go back there someday.
When the crowds aren't so bad.
Check the app.
When Disneyland Forward makes